It is hard to believe that the first motion pictures had no spoken words. In fact, it wasn't until the 1920s that we saw and heard the incorporation of speech synchronized with the action on screen. Why do I mention this? Well, because having only one of the two made it harder to share the intended point of my godson's first birthday celebration story. What's up YouTube, Johnny Guerrero here, and thank you for checking out this vlog update. I want to start off by addressing the elephant in the room. It is summertime, it is July here in New York City, which means humidity. Because of that, I have my air conditioner on full blast, and I'm also using a Rode lavalier, which is actually connected to my cell phone. Oh! Still working, yep, still working. And that is how I'm going to get my audio for this video, because otherwise it would be a lot louder with just the shotgun mic. This vlog update is supposed to be a 2-for-1. I wanted to share two events that have happened since my last update, which was the Walt Disney vlog. As you saw in the intro, a fishing trip that I took with Melissa and some of our friends, and also my godson's first birthday celebration. The fishing trip, I was able to, for the most part, use my GoPro. I used the GoPro and my cell phone for it. We're okay. All right, stay there. I'm having a lot of difficulty with technology lately. Fishing trip was great. We had a blast. I'll get to that in a second. First though, I want to start by apologizing to you, Nicholas. If you see this video in like 10, 15, 20 years from now, just know that I had every intention of having both audio and video. I'm sorry. Just know that we love you, buddy. So. I'll give you a little back end or a little insight as to why this happened. I am using a Canon 7D that I purchased about 10 years ago, and a buddy of mine referenced me to a website with a link, which I'll post in the description down below, but it basically allows you to install Magic Lantern software into the Canon 7D, and therefore you're able to shoot in RAW. Now, if you don't know what RAW is, I would recommend that you absolutely go check it out, but it is awesome for post-production work and just content in general. So I installed it into this camera and I'm using it. The downside of that is that because it's an old body and it's older software, it crashes a lot. So Nicholas, again, my bad, I apologize. What had happened was the camera crashed on me like a couple days before. I reinstalled the software and I just didn't check to make sure that the sound was on. Because of this, I promise I will always make sure that sound is being recorded. With that said, here's some of that footage from your first birthday celebration, buddy. Okay, now to the fishing trip. Most of my high school years were spent in the Rockaways Bay, off the Rockaways Bay. I have my buddy Ryan Coyle to thank for that. We spent most of our summers fishing in those waters and it was great, it was awesome. I haven't been back there in a long, long time. When we got the invitation, I was super pumped. I was all about, you know, which cameras am I going to bring, how am I going to take pictures and footage and do this and do that. And again, I was just pumped. And this is how that day started. Today is a very cool day because today we're going fishing. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this on the vlog before, but we got rid of our car. And we got rid of our car because we are saving for a wedding. Adulting requires a lot of planning in order to get things done. Kind of sucks, but you got to do it, right? So I am very fortunate to have a family that's willing to lend me their car for usage whenever possible. Today is one of those days where I'm like, I could use the car. My parents and step-parents live about 3 miles from here, so I'm just gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, go for a quick jog there to pick up the car. So let's go do that right now. The jog was a success. I just got the car, gotta do some shopping. Yeah, let's go home and get this ready and get this fishing going, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, we made it to the dock. Now we're going to pack the boat, meet up with the captain, and get the day started, baby. Okay, so now we're out on the boat. Again, this whole time I'm thinking about like which angles am I gonna take? When is the drone gonna come out? So with this vlog, there are 2 very important lessons that I want to share with you. A, obviously making sure that the gear is fully prepared to do what I want it to do. And B, to make sure that I've done enough research, the content that I want to create. Most YouTubers, I've learned that you want to have things written down and you want to have an idea of what you want to do. So I am trying to do that, but I gotta say I haven't been preparing as well as I should have. Why is that important? Well, because I was flying this guy from a boat while it was obviously windy. So yeah, I don't know why I thought Iceland was very windy and everything, but I was on the ground. I wasn't on a boat. Had I watched more tutorials about this, I would have seen that it's not as easy as it sounds. So I'll give it to you this way. Drone takes off, I'm flying it, I'm about to start recording, the Coast Guard is coming towards us. I kind of panicked a little bit and I was trying to land it, and then that's when I realized like, okay, this is not gonna be as easy as I thought. So Coast Guard thankfully just drove past us, but now I'm intrigued to see if I'm actually gonna be able to land it, because the last thing I wanna do is try to land this thing with like 10% battery, because at that point that could have been catastrophic. So I'm trying to land it. You know, I didn't turn the sensors off. So as soon as I got it to about this close, it would just fly off. Not thinking clearly and not having prepared myself enough. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to grab onto this, hold onto it, and I'm trying to come over and basically take the battery out. That's probably the best idea to do under the circumstances. However, these bad boys are going pretty fast. Pinky gets ahead of me. Long story short, this happened. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you for checking out this video. Subscribe, let me know what you think. If you have any ideas as to how to improve the performance of a Canon 7D for modern day recording, I would love to hear from you. Thank you for checking out the channel. Thank you for checking out this video. And one last thing, and this is just to provide some more insight as to what I'm going through as a creator right now. There is not an ongoing battle, but there is a learning curve as to how to work with the YouTube algorithm. Obviously, if you like the video, if you leave a comment, it helps with placement. I'm definitely not gonna be the one to like constantly drill that on my videos. I'm just mentioning it now because I'm learning more about it as we speak. Anyways, it's all good, baby. You stay classy, YouTube. I'll see you next time. Peace. I opted to not go to the clinic and get stitches, and I think I'm kind of regretting it now. I cleaned it up with Neosporin and some peroxide, but it's starting to look a little gooey, so I might have to go to the clinic at some point. I'm gonna go back and get the blood out and see what happens.